just took that trade and I was targeting 1 2 3, you can see how the market went all the way down, man. Bam! What's up, traders? Welcome back to FOREX as usual, guys. Today we got a look about this, man. You know, I've been promising you a scalping video and I've taken long without posting it, man. So today God reveal for you this thing and God show you how it works, man. So if you wanna know how to scalp, stick with me. If you wanna learn how to scalp 5-minute time frame, as you can see. So we already have a strategy that is used for intraday trading, like on US30 most of the times, and those in mentorship, those who are learning how to trade US30, they already know how it works. It is very simple, and I guarantee you that in 1 week you're gonna know how to make money, because it is as simple as it is, man. So without going far, guys, what do we need? Rule number 1, guys, we don't take any trade unless it is New York session. You can see I've already have this indicator. Is the one which I use, this one which I like most. It is Lux Algo session. You know, just go on your indicators, you put Lux Algo session and don't change anything. Although for me, I just remove this this session which is called Asian session combined with Tokyo and Sydney, because I don't need them. I'm only in need of a New York session and London session. So that is the rule number 1. We don't take any trade unless the New York session is open. And then my time zone, guys, New York session opens at 4 p.m. As you can see, this is UTC plus 3. So you can see UTC plus 3, and this is my time zone currently. So this strategy, guys, you can see that New York session opens at exactly 16 or exactly 4 p.m. Well, you need to know that at what time is your New York session opening, at what time is London session opening. Depending on our time zone, that's how it goes. As you know, here the market becomes more volatile, but for today you can see that has spiked. This is because of the news. Let me first show you this fucking news that made this market to go all the way like that. Today we had news. It is a Friday, 25th August, and we had news on USD. And this news, actually, I wasn't interested in trading them because, guys, they were a bit complicated, and I don't like complicated news, because, you know, they will go the other side at the same time they reverse. So any strategy that you're using a news, it is likely to make you a loss. You know, I'm not saying that news are not profitable. They are profitable. I do trade some of them, but when it is complicated, they don't trade them. Like, of course, this one, you can see that it went above. The news were out at what time? Let me see. It was around 17. You know, this is 5 p.m. and my local time zone. So this was the time when the news were released. Where you there? Exactly this time. You can see that the market was misbehaving. It went down, it went up, and finally came down. So, guys, whenever you see the news, avoid trading. So let me explain how this strategy works, guys. As you can see, let me explain. Actually, yesterday, let me show you from yesterday, because yesterday we had news. Let me see. We had news, and this news was Thursday, 24th August 2023, and this news were around 3:30 p.m. employment claims. Very strong news, and the news actually were bullish, man. Were bullish. So as you know, if gold, if a dollar is bullish, that means all these pairs are likely to go down. And you can see very well that these were the news, man. These were the news. The thing went all the way down because the gold was positive with the news. So let me show you actually from yesterday how we took these trades, guys. You can see that I broke the rules actually from here, man. I broke the rules because I was seeing this is a very good setup, and said let me trade, because it was just almost 1.5 hours to opening of New York session. I say let me risk, but sometimes you break the rules, but don't stick on the rules, man. Stick on the rules, because so now let me show you something. You can see here, guys, that the opening of London session, we had this market structure, and the market was playing like this and gave me a double top here. A double top, we got a break of this sort of a neckline, but the neckline was here. Since it was London session, I was just analyzing. I was interested in trading until the opening of New York session. So when I looked on the calendar, we had the opening of we had some news coming in, so I decided to see what's gonna happen. So when the market broke here, I noticed we have this order block here, and this order block, of course, is a very strong order block. If you know the rules of an order block guys must have an imbalance, and another block must cause the break of structure. So this order block was very valid. So when I saw this, guys, the market just came above here, it tapped into the order block, and of course it was a break of this structure. At the same time, it was the break of the neckline of this head and double top. So when it broke down, I said, let me see what's going to happen. Will it push all the way above to give me a triple top, or it would go down? So it gave me this hammer candlestick, inverted hammer. So this hammer, guys, it came and push the market down. I got this continuation pattern. If you know this pattern, guys, this is a 3-bar play pattern. So when I saw this, I said, I'm not going to miss this, man. I just entered the my 1 to 3, and I was out even before New York session opened. So it gave me another break of structure here, or break of support. I was like, wow, this thing is still going down. So I didn't forget that we have news, man. We have news which are coming in, and you can see here the news were already out, because the news were around 15:30, which is 3:30 p.m. on my local time zone, and the news were already out, but the news did cause an impact immediately. I was like, okay, what's going to happen? Whatever news have not caused any impact, because if you check those news, guys, they happen many times in a month. So I was still watching the market. I knew we are in a downtrend, and I was looking for a sale. So when I saw this candlestick, I wasn't interested in selling, because this is a pattern that is very strong, but I wasn't interested in selling it because it never gave me it is not even almost at my point of interest. And if you check here, guys, I brought in my Fibonacci retracement tool. I just press it here and I put it all the way above to see where is my 50% or where is my golden zone. And you can see that this was my golden zone. This was the golden zone that, guys, I could look at for possible reversals, because we already have a break of structure or a break of support that could cause a continuation all the way down, because you already see that the news did not do anything. So when I got that, man, I was interested in selling here, man, and I saw this a huge bearish engulfing candlestick. I just took that trade and I was targeting 1, 2, 3. You can see how the market went all the way down, man. See how the market went all the way down. I was still looking for more continuation going down, but the market didn't give me a chance, man. So it started going down, it went all the way down, and guess what? We won this trade, man. We won this trade, and of course this is our trading strategy, man. So I was still looking at this order block, but this order block wasn't strong for me. But I said, let me just put it there. You see this order block that I marked, man. So it never had imbalance, though it was break of structure. That's why you see the market did not come back even to tap in that order block before dropping. Okay, boom, we went all the way down, man. So guys, sorry, this video is going to be a bit long, because it is the first video introducing to you this strategy. So guys, the market came down and it was like, okay, is it gonna reverse this? So when it gave me this push above, I was expecting a double top, a double bottom here, because you know this is a psychological level, very strong level, and I wanted to see this market at least coming back here and going above. So I could take some buys from here, I could take buys when the market breaks this high. So that's why you see mark here, and when the market came back down, I'm still waiting for it to come here and see what's going to happen. So it gave me this push above. This was like, okay, it's going to continue down. I just put this this trend line, you can see, and I was waiting for the market to break this trend line down and break this support. Then I gotta look for more entry. So you can see, guys, this was an entry for me, but I was still looking at this level, because this is a strong level, psychological level, a support that's going to cause the market going to go up, and I was expecting the market to go up. But unfortunately, when it broke down, I started looking for a reversal and a continuation. So the market kept on going down, man. It kept on going down, and when I was checking my time, this was almost the end of New York session. So I was like, okay, I gotta take this trade and see and hold and see if the New York session closes when I'm still in this trade. I'm gonna close, man. So you can see we got this a 3-bar play candlestick pattern, and you could know it is a continuation candlestick pattern. So just enter the trade here, and the market started going down. So it gave me this gap. It was like, okay, this thing is gonna go down, but guess what? When the market came back above, it didn't look back, just moved back to the stop loss to break even, and they didn't give it too much space because they knew we're going in a consolidation time, and the market is likely to reverse, or it's gonna be consolidating over the night. And guess what I predicted is what exactly happened, man. So just the morning I was already out with a break even, so I didn't mind about this. You can see this was still a 1 to 2.5. Reason being, I was looking at this psychological level, and if you look back, this psychological level is very, very strong, causing the market play around. You can see how many consolidate from here, man. You can see how many consolidate from here. So I didn't mind target 1 to 3, but I said let me target 1 to 2.5 because the New York session gonna close, and you know, scalping we don't hold over the night, man. That is rule number 1 that you must put in your head. We don't hold over the night. Okay, so for today, guys, I was looking at the chart, and it was like, okay, this thing is gonna give money. So I looked at this triangle chart pattern, and it was like, okay, by the time New York session opens, you gotta make some money. So the market broke above, had to wait for a retest, and they take this buy. So when the market came back down here, guys, I looked at this thing, man. You can see I looked at this entry, I looked at this, and when it came here, it gave me this doji candlestick, and it gave me this bullish engulfing candlestick. I just entered the trade, and I had to put my stop loss all the way down here and take profit. Of course, it is 1 to 3. You can see that my take profit was 1 to 3, man, was 1 to 3 as the rule our take profit and stop loss rule says. So my stop loss was below here. So the market just came here, and it was going down against us, man. It was giving me a drawdown, and it was like, oh my god, this thing is likely to go down all the way here. So when it gave me this engulfing candlestick pattern, I was happy because it is another signal that the market is gonna go all the way up. Guess what, guys? The market went all the way up, and when it reached a 1 to 2, let me see where was 1 to 2. When it reached 1 to 2, I was looking at the fucking news which were coming in. I said to take some to be out of trades, and I put my stop loss to break even. So I just put my take profit, my stop loss to break even after closing some trades, because I don't know what's going to happen with the news. The news were complicated, and I was expecting something like this. Guess what? It really happened. So you can see how the market played around. It was out with a break even, and this went all the way above. It came back all the way down, man. So when I was still looking at it, I was like, okay, if it's gonna go down now, let me wait for it to test at least this psychological level, or to test this resistance that is broken, and we continue all the way above. Guess what? The market did not respect me, man. It just brought in some violence. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do what the market is gonna do. So it went down, and it broke this support level. Okay, it was like it's gonna go down. It broke this again. It broke everything, and okay, I was still looking at it and see where could I take the sell. So I wasn't interested in buying it again. I was interested in selling because it showed me that it's gonna go down. You can see it broke this very strong resistance level here. I had to wait and see what's gonna happen. So when the market came here, it gave me a triple tap, man, and it was wanted to see at least a break of this trend line, at the same time a break of this support here, as you can see marked. And after break, I'm gonna wait for a retest or a continuation. I sell this market, but it has not given me any vibe. And when I check my time, you can see here, guys, that my time is already 8 p.m. and on Fridays I stop scalping, or I stop trading at 8 p.m. because, you know, holding the trade over the weekend, and of course you're a scalper, that's not good. Okay, guys, so those are the trades that took on Nasdaq. Let me show you on US 30. You got one trade, I think. Got one trade on US 30, man. You can see here, you can see, let me gonna be too quick for this because I don't want to make this video too long. And so you can see here, guys, that the market gave me this frog pattern. It went above, but I wasn't interested in trading. It gave me this again continuation pattern. It broke above, very good, but I wasn't interested because, remember, I broke the rules. I don't want to break the rules again. So it got buy here, but it was a New York session, so I had to wait and see. What I wanted to see the market to come and it just end a zone from here, then I buy. Guess what? A New York session opened, and just in few minutes, let me say almost 1.5 hours. Remember, we had news which are coming by 5. So I saw this engulfing pattern. It took the trade and stop loss below here. The market went all the way above again because I was expecting news to come in few minutes. When the market hit my 1 to 2, hit my 1 to 2, I closed some trades and I moved my stop loss to break even. Once the market gave me that, man, it came all the way down. It took me out of my break even and it started playing around, misbehaving, man. So it broke down. I was like, okay, if you broke down, bro, I gotta go with you, man. So it broke this level, it broke everything which we call a support. I was expecting the market to go above, but I was expecting now more sales. So I wanted to see this market coming from here, man, to sell from here, this zone. See this zone, I was expecting this market to sell from this zone somewhere like here. Guess what? It gave me this hammer, it gave me again this one, and it was like, oh, what the fuck, is it gonna go down or is it gonna reverse? So it did not go down, man. So if this was a bearish engulfing candlestick, this was my entry for me, you know, just enter here. If it was a engulfing candlestick, I just enter there, and of course the target is 1, 2, 3. As the rule says, man, 1, 2, 3, because you know this is still early and they could take this trade comfortably, but the market did not give me any entry here, so it decided to go up. And when it went up, guys, you can see this is as a head and shoulder, and the head and shoulder which is forming at a resistance zone. At the same time, it is a psychological level which is 34300, man. So I was expecting this market to break at least this neckline. I got a retest, then I sell. Guess what? When it broke this neckline, it broke again the support zone, and I wanted to see at least any continuation pattern here, which is a candlestick pattern for me to sell this market. But guess what? It just went all the way above. That means on Monday, man, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna look at this market. Remember, this is Friday, man. So when I look at gold at the same time today, what really happened? Guess what, man? It's a shaming, bro. It's a shaming. I didn't take any trade on gold today. Reason being, it did not follow my rules anyway. So I was looking at this market from here. You can see I marked my zones. Broke above. I was expecting the market to come back here, give me a buy, but it refused to give me a sell. It went all the way down. It broke this zone, and I was expecting maybe to get more sales. So I was waiting for it at least to break this zone or retest, then we sell. Or it would have retested this zone, then we sell, but it never gave me any continuation pattern. It never gave me any reversal for sell. So it went all the way above, and guess what? We almost news we are coming in. I wasn't expected, guy. I wasn't interested in buying from here, though it is a strong zone, and gave me an entry or gave me a buy signal, which was a bullish engulfing candlestick with a simple double bottom here. But this double bottom never gave me a vibe to buy. So I started looking at it and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lose my money. I just look at it and stay out of the market. You know, respect your rules. You know? Okay, so when gave me this, I was still watching it, although was just waiting for just like 10-15 minutes for news to come out. So the market started playing around when the news were out. You see, the reason why I told you don't trade complicated news. This is the reason. You see this candlestick, it took out buyers, it took out sellers at the same time, and people lost money. So when it reached here, guys, it started going down, and when it broke this level, which you see, which was our support, which is very strong, and I was expecting sales, man, which was expecting sales. So when I brought on my Fibonacci retracement, so told to see where my possible reversal could be, this was the zone, man, and it was the same resistance, and I was looking at, man, same resistance I was looking at. And guess what? When the market reached here, it gave me this the reversal signal. When it broke above, I was waiting at least to come and test somewhere like here and give me a buy. So when it came back, guys, it never gave me any buy signal, though it started respecting this zone, like forming a resistance, and from the resistance I was like, oh, what's going to happen with this? I had to wait to see, and I had to wait to see at least for it to break this low. That means it's going to continue down. Okay, so it never gave me a signal, it just went all the way above, and now you see that it's still going above. So guys, this is very simple strategy. Guess what? I never took any trade on gold. I took some trades on 30, man, one trade. Just, yeah, that's scalping. Don't force, man. And if you look yesterday, it was a very good vibe, man. Very good vibe. Look at this. Yesterday was Thursday, man. Took some trades here, breakout. We got this support zone, we got a breakout, we got a continuation. I just bought and went to reach my 1 to 2. I closed some trades and my break even was hit. The market came back all the way and went broke here, man. I wanted to sell from here, but I didn't take this trade, man. I didn't take this trade. Honestly, this was a very signal, but I didn't take this trade. I don't know where I was looking at, but I didn't take this trade. So I had to wait and see what's going to happen. Remember, this is New York session, time to trade, time to make some money. Guess what? The market came here and gave me this double top. It broke the neckline, and I wanted to see continuation. A retest, it broke it, gave me a retest, gave me a continuation. Candlestick here, and they enter the trade 1 to 3. Man, you can see very 1 to 3, and my take profit was hit. Boom, out of the market. I had to sleep, man. This was Thursday. You can see it was Thursday. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is a very simple strategy, man. This is a very simple strategy. You can see here it broke above, it came for it, just gave me a continuation. I bought all the way above where the market reached my 1 to 2. I closed some trade and it was out at break even. Look at this. Boom, it went all the way above. So guys, as simple as you can see, and you can see that most of the opportunities come in the opening of New York session. This was Wednesday, man. You can see this strategy is working for me very well, and it's not that I'm advertising it, but the strategy that I use, you can see I took some trades before the opening of New York session. I took forward and I say, okay, I can't take some trades. Guess what? The reason why I tell you don't take trades in London session, yet you are trading these pairs. You see, I took this trade, I lost another trade, man. I lost this trade and it was okay, good, part of trading. So the opening of New York session, I took a trade and 1 to 4.5, but my target was 1 to 3. So I held some trades when the news were coming in. Remember, we had some news that day on Wednesday, and the news came in, so they pushed a little bit down. So I moved that to my stop loss to break even. It wasn't hit, and the market went all the way down, midway 1 to 3. So I kept on analyzing. I never got any trade from here, man. Okay, that's it. Part of trading, man. You can see how this thing is profitable, bro. Simple. You can see how profitable it is. Sometimes break my fucking rules, but boom, make some money. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. And we are out, bro. We are out. So guys, if you like this video, just hit the subscribe button, like the video, so that you can give me the vibe for me to be posting more videos of the same strategy every day. Maybe next week, because this video today is Friday, but it's going to be out on Monday. I post on Monday, so make sure you watch it on Monday. Tell me what next in the comment section. Tell me what you want to know about this strategy in the comment section, because if I start this episode, if I start next week on Monday, it's gonna run Monday to Friday, show you that trades I took might be losses, maybe some profits. Of course, there is no strategy which is 100% profitable. So thank you guys for watching. Like the video, share the video. Sorry this video is a bit long, but it is the introduction of this strategy. So